files. What we're going to do is open the files from Creative Cloud. There's a video earlier on how to upload files from your phone into the Creative Cloud. We're going to start with photos. We're going to turn those into a GIF, and then we're going to do the same thing with a video. So for this first step, we're going to load files into the stack. We're going to open our timeline panel. We're going to make frames into layers, set it to loop, adjust the timing, and then export it for the web. So here we go. So I'm going to go up to File, and then down to, whoops, sorry. I need to be in Photoshop. That would help. There we are. And then we're going to go File, and we're going to go down to Scripts, and load files into stack. I'm going to click Browse, and I am going to, I'm already in my Creative Cloud files, so I am going to actually use these HEIC files are ones I took earlier. So I'm going to open those. Okay, they're just a tree blowing in the wind in front of my house. So I'm going to open those up. Note that it takes a bit, so you want to make sure you size this appropriate to what you need to get done here. In terms of time, if you open 50 pictures, it's going to really cough and sputter. All right. So now we need to open our timeline. We're going to go up to Window and down to Timeline, and that'll bring up the timeline panel down here. All right. And then we're going to select Create Frame Animation. I'm going to click that. Come over here to the right and make frames into layers. Make frames from layers, rather. All right. You can see there we have our panel. If I click play, it's going to be a pretty fast animation. So I'm going to go ahead and click stop. You also want to do this to have it loop. You can do it 3 times, but forever means it's easy to edit. You can just hit the space bar to start and stop. I'm going to change the timing on this. I'm just going to go with 0.2 of a second a piece. Okay. And get all these to 0.2. And you can play with it more. All right. Note that it goes to 0.2, half a second, but also that you have other here. If you want a 0.3, you can put that in. So make it an option for you. Now I'm going to press play again, start my opening frame, and I'm going to like that pace a little bit better. All right. Last thing for us to do is to go up to File, go to Export, go to Export and select Save for Web. Take a little bit now. On my settings, I want to, we're going to reduce our colors to 256. We're going to reduce our colors to, no, 256 is good. File format, we're going to go with GIF as well. 256 on the color. And then if we want to reduce our file size, we're going to come down here and make our image size smaller, because that's a pretty big, that is a big GIF. Note that these are linked, so when I change one to 400, it's going to shrink the other. And that's going to be about 10% of this size, so it'll be a small GIF so that it will play easily. And then we're just going to click Save and have it export. Okay. We've got to name our file size. Always you want to practice good file management, so make sure you name it something specific. In this case, I might say Apple Tree GIF, and then put it in my file for class projects, or if I'm doing a bunch of GIFs, I might have a file for that. So, all right, that's how you do it with pictures. The process is similar for photos. To import video frames into layers. So that's our first step. We go to File, in Photoshop, of course. File, go down to Import, and select Video Frames to Layers. Once again, I'm in my Creative Cloud. I have recorded a tiny little video here. It should be an MP4 file in here that I'm looking for. There it is. It's the only one that's bold. All right, there it is. It's just a simple little grapefruit knocking something over animation. And I'm going to select the range because I think I had a little bit of the end that I didn't want or need. Yeah. All right, and you can also skip every other frame. It's another way to limit the size. All right, now I'm going to click OK. You can see here, it's automatically given me 0.3 of a second for this little GIF. And I saw there, I forgot I had a little footage at the beginning I wanted to delete. So I would go back and do that. But the rest of the process is the same as it was before. I would export this and wind up with a same settings and wind up with a GIF file, which I hopefully used good file management and placed where it needed to be.